Dear students, we're gonna discuss transportation engineering, in which first chapter of transportation engineering is highway engineering. Overview. Transportation engineering is a branch of civil engineering involved in planning, design, operation, and maintenance of safe and efficient transportation system. These systems include roadways, railways, waterways, and intermodal operations. Intermodal operations means one or two combined. Example, roadways and railways, or roadways, railways, and waterways, and airways. Transport modes are the means by which passengers and freight achieve mobility. Here, freight means goods. They are mobile transport assets and fall into the three basic types: land, water, and air. Inland, road, railways, and pipelines. Water, shipping, and air. Importance of road transport. Roads plays very important role in the transportation of goods and passengers for short and medium distances. The investment required in road transport is very less comparing to other modes of transport such as railways and air transport. The cost of construction, operating cost, and maintaining roads is cheaper than that of railways. Road transport system establishes easy contact between different fields. Factories and markets, and provides door-to-door service. Means road transport system establishes easy contact between farm fields, factories, and markets, and provides door-to-door service when comparing to railways or airways. Roads can have high gradient and sharp turns which railways cannot do. റെയിൽവേയിൽ അധികം എണ്ണം സ്ട്രൈറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും റെയിൽസ്. ആൻഡ് കമ്പയറിങ് ടു റോഡ്വേസിൽ ഷാർപ്പ് ടേൺസും ഹൈ ഗ്രേഡിയൻസും പോസിബിൾ ആണ്. Is it? As such, roads can be constructed in hilly area also. When comparing to railways or rails are not very difficult in construct in hilly areas because each need a flat surface. So as to construct in hilly areas, we need to provide tunnels. Road transport is more flexible than railways. Means buses and trucks may be stopped anywhere and anytime on the road for loading and unloading passengers and goods. Loading and unloading goods also. whereas train stops only at particular stations. Perishable commodities like vegetables are transported more easily and quickly by roads than rail. Perishable commodities like vegetable, fruits and milk. Therefore, road transport has become very popular and its share is constantly increasing. As we discussed earlier, intermodal mix of traffic. Intermodal transportation is a reflection of changing nature of transport in general. It is a combination of ship, rail and road and air. It signifies the logistics manager's ability to combine the advantages of two or more modes of transport. Historical development of road. First one, 3500 BC. BC means before Christ. In Mesopotamia, invention of wheel has happened. Necessity of hard surface for wheel to move paved the way for road. Means invention of wheel and necessity. മെസപ്പൊട്ടോമിയക്കാരാണ് വീല് ഇൻവെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്തത്. സോ വീല് ഹാർഡ് സർഫസ് വേണം വീൽ ടു മൂവ്. സോ paved the way for that paved the way for roads. Second one, Roman roads. 315 BC means 315 years ago before Christ. Romans are the pioneers in road construction. They created 580 kilometers road, but they cannot create cross slope or gradient. വലിയ സ്ലോപ്പുള്ള സ്ഥലത്തും അതുപോലെ ഉയർച്ചയുള്ള സ്ഥലത്തും they cannot create roads. The third one is scientist Pierre Tesauget in the year 1716 to 1796 in France. He is a French civil engineer. He is well known as father of modern highway engineering. Thickness of road can be only 30 centimeter. In his design, thickness of road can be only 30 centimeter. Cross slope of road was in his design 1 in 45 on top wearing coat. You can see wearing coat in the figure. The top hatched, top zebra line like part is known as wearing coat, the top surface of the road. And the very next to wearing coat there is course, and then foundation, and then subgrade. The fourth one is Thomas Telford in the year 1757 to 1834. He is well known for founder of Institution of Civil Engineers at London. He used heavy foundation stones sized 17 centimeter to 22 centimeters above soil subgrade. Cross slope was 1 in 45. He used 17 centimeter to 22 centimeters above soil subgrade. Subgrade is the bottom part of the part in the figure. Interstices between foundation are filled with smaller stones. 17 to 22 centimeter is a big size. വലിയ കല്ലുകളാണ്. So there will be gaps. That gaps will be filled with smaller stones and chips. And he provided cross drains at intervals of about 90 meters. 90 meter interval he provided drains. He used stones of size 17 centimeters to 22 centimeters. So there will be gaps, voids in the subgrade. So as to fill the gaps, he used chips, small chips in the interstices, in the gaps. And the fifth one is John McAdams in the year 1756 to 1836. Gave scientific method of road construction. Bottom layer stone size was 5 cm. In second layer, broken stones of size 3.75 centimeters, compacted thickness of 10 centimeters. 3.75 centimeter സൈസുള്ള സ്റ്റോൺസ് കോമ്പാക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് 10 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ തിക്നെസ്സിൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്തു. ഇൻ അബൌട്ട് 10 centimeter thickness. In top layer, 2 centimeter sized broken stones compacted to thickness of 5 centimeter. Cross slope was 1 in 36. Okay. Bottom layer 5 centimeter. Second layer bottom layer 5 centimeter സൈസുള്ള സ്റ്റോൺസ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തത്. സെക്കൻഡ് ലെയർ 3.75 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ സൈസുള്ള സ്റ്റോൺസ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തത്. അവിടെ തിക്നെസ് 10 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ ആണ്. ഈ 3 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ ഉള്ള സ്റ്റോൺസ് കോമ്പാക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് 10 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ. ടോപ്പ് ലെയർ 2 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ ഉള്ള സ്റ്റോൺസ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തത്. ആൻഡ് തിക്നെസ് വാസ് 5 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ. That's all. Remaining we'll discuss later. Thank you.